Hello and welcome back to Hyperplay RPG. You may or may not know that we started off life as a video game fanzine, an RPG fanzine in fact. And we started off in 2015 at issue 0, a black and white number, much like this. It was all very exciting. We then went to a Final Fantasy concert and it turned out Nobuo Uematsu was a big fan, so he signed his copy here. And we can show you that. We have the photographic evidence to prove it. The main musical man from Final Fantasy himself. There he is. This guy. And that's me. So, lots of fun doing the fanzine for many years. Going through issue 0, issue 1 you had a quick peek at there. Issue 2, Will Overton. A beautiful wraparound cover of Secret of Mana 2, Trials of Mana if you will, Seiken Densetsu 3. Absolutely beautiful, whatever you want to call the game. And then after that, I went on to issue 3, a bit of a Xeno special, PlayStation 1 RPG special as well. We went full colour for this one for the first time. Probably went a bit too full colour in terms of those backgrounds. But yeah, certainly quite pretty in its own little way. Reviewing old RPGs, doing huge features on them, very text heavy, and covering previous fanzines that inspired us. And speaking of previous fanzines that inspired us, chief amongst those was Roll Call. Absolutely beautiful. This was issue 4 when they went for a colour cover because they were going to a video game conference. Recontaminated, an anime conference from 1995. What a blast from the past. Yeah, Roll Call, absolutely fantastic. Edited by Rachel Ryan originally, as they were known as then. And yeah, they'd even go and review Final Fantasy VI's soundtracks. There's obviously that was Luna on the cover, and they did a Luna Eternal Blue in there. Got a whopping 9 out of 10. Phantasy Star 4, of course, 9.5. Anyway, great stuff, Roll Call. And we did a retrospective on Roll Call as part of our fanzine, just to make it clear who our inspirations were. And we wrapped up that retrospective in our issue 4. So yeah, more copies of Roll Call there. Yeah, so fanzines, absolutely fantastic. We love the RPG ones. We have received, this is all building up to something, we have received something very special. The latest, and hopefully, I'm sure, greatest fanzine known to humanity. Now this has come from Canada, and the only reason we found out about it was because nice chap bought our fanzine issue 4, which you saw earlier, the one with Earthbound on the cover. And when he bought it, in his order notes, he said, well, you know, funnily enough, we're doing a fanzine as well. I'm not sure if it's going to be just RPGs. There might be other genres too. We're about to find out. I've never seen it before. So he got in touch and said, love what you do, we're doing something similar. It is going to be in French language, but a collaboration between French Canadians and other fans in France to produce, drum roll please, and I've never seen this before, I have no idea what it looks like. This magnificent, huge tome. And they're up to volume 4. Can't believe I hadn't heard of them before. And there's a letter in there, we'll have a look at it in a minute, but just got to have a look. Allez Jouer Dehors. Go play outside. And these look to be essays on video games. How lovely. Nostalgie épique en réalité aplatie. Epic nostalgia in, I don't know, in an unpleasant reality, aplatie? I'm not sure. Lovely illustrations there. Okay, so this is actually looking more bookazine than fanzine. Oh, Octopath Traveler. Getting excited there about Octopath Traveler. Definitely going to have to brush up on our French. Now, they did say they might translate it into English if there's enough clamour, so do sound off in the comments if you want to see these amazing looking essays into English. And this is very much Breath of the Wild inspired, this one. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom were close. Close. Superb. Let's see how many pages it is in total. Autumn 2024. 188 pages all in. That is mega. That is mega. Oh, actually, 190 if you include the covers. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Well, this is going to have our French come on leaps and bounds. Oh, Ihatovo Monogatari, little known Super Famicom, very obscure Super Famicom light adventure game, not quite an RPG. That's fun. I'll just go and dig that one out actually, so you can have a look at Ihatovo. There we are, Ihatovo Monogatari, as referenced in Allez Jouer Dehors Volume 4. Fantastic. What I do know is that this is pay what you like. Yeah, if you want to get this, it's pay what you like. We'll put the link in the description. Certainly, if you can read French, it's a no-brainer. And if you can't and you can afford to, then yeah, please do support them, because this is exactly the kind of thing that should be encouraged in this online world. The more print material about video games and these superb essays, the better. Super duper, that is amazing. Not quite what we expected at all. I expected it to be much more fanzine-y in the old 1990s magazine style. But this is very much a bookazine, so they are covering Path Traveller, Zelda 'Tis the Kingdom of Zucine Romancing Saga, RPG Maker. Super duper. If you want to get hold of this, if you feel like your French is up to scratch, or you just want to support these endeavours, and we certainly do, and did, then I will put the link in the description of where you can get hold of Go Play Outside. Allez Jouer Dehors. Oh wow. Hello Kinkle. That is the sobriquet by which I went in my fanzine when I edited it. The zines arrived safely. Oh yes, my zines, haha. I'm beginning my readings with the 4th issue. Right, yeah, our 4th issue. Here's our collective zine, Allez Jouer Dehors, Volume 4. Catra. Collaborative work of 13 people who wrote the articles and illustrated them as well. They're all living in Quebec, except one. Oh yes, I thought there was one person still in France. Monsieur Salsifi. And 2 in Newfoundland. My nickname in this project is Ricky Wonderswan. Ah yes, and I see Ricky Wonderswan down here. And I started this zine with King Zora Digest. Yeah, we saw that. That is the Kingdom article. And the first one was released in 2019. Friends and friends of friends joining in. They're sharing personal stories related to video games in their lives, memories, reviews, game suggestions, so more people can relate, even if they don't care about video games. Right. That's great to widen the scope and the experience of video games to people who aren't so interested in the media. Everybody writes the way they want to, and the result is quite satisfying. 5th issue is coming in 2026. And they try to write not too seriously, tones generally light. Printing next month, a personal zine about tactical RPGs. Superb. Trying to remember the chronological order I played them. It's not in a conventional review format, but it's an interesting exercise I got myself into. If you're interested, I'll send you a copy. Very much interested, Ricky. Take care and hope you enjoy the zine. Ricky Wonderswan. Well, very much so. Yeah, bookazine, I'd say. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Ricky Wonderswan, for this immense French bookazine on video games. Seems to be with a particular emphasis on RPGs, and so very much our thing. And this is going to help our French come on leaps and bounds. If you're learning French, this would be a fantastic way to do it. Allez Jouer Dehors, link in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed this whistle-stop tour through these fanzines of yesteryear and the very latest. Offering straight out of Canada. Allez Jouer Dehors. Merci bien, à bientôt, et merci de voir cette vidéo. À tout à l'heure. Bye bye.